What has the experience working on James Cameron's big new movie project been for you guys as a developer?
I think it's been both exciting and terrifying at the same time. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone working on the team who's not a fan of James Cameron's movies, so it's sort of a big undertaking because it's a big responsibility. So that's obviously been exciting to work on something so big and so groundbreaking, but at the same time, you know, you definitely are nervous that you're doing a good enough job. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride, actually.
A lot of developers are a bit frustrated when it comes to working with movie studios because they keep things secret. And how has the cooperation been between you and the studio?
Well, it's been funny because things have been definitely secret. Back in Montreal, where we're working on the game, we jokingly refer to where we work at Ubisoft, within Ubisoft, as the bunker. The bunker is a separated area of the studio that only people working on Avatar have access to. We all have two PCs, one for communicating with the rest of Ubisoft. The other PC is completely shut off from the rest of the network, has no access to the internet. It's completely firewalled and closed off from the rest of the world just to make sure that we can maintain security. There's no way of getting information in and out of that network at all. The only way you can do that is through a very, very secure means, and very, very few people have access to it. So it's been definitely secret, but at the same time, it hasn't hindered production. We've found other ways of making sure that the flow of information sort of works properly. And I guess a lot of that, how we solved that is to make sure we communicated with the filmmakers on a regular basis. We went down to LA a lot, we're on set a lot, they came up to Montreal quite a bit, and we really collaborated on this project. It started to dissolve the borders between the film and the game, and it was more like we were all working together on Avatar, the experience, as opposed to Avatar the game, Avatar the film. It was more Avatar the universe, you know? So it was, it's been great.
Because it's not a case of you actually playing the movie. It's more of a it's a different experience.
No, it's a very different experience. We wanted to. This is the mandate from both Ubisoft and from Lightstorm and James Cameron. It was very important that what we did was we provided a different window, an alternate window into the same universe. So you can experience Pandora, which is of course where the story takes place in the film. We wanted the players to be able to experience that more interactively, and obviously there's other gameplay features we rolled in to make it a very interactive experience. But it's still an authentic experience. It feels like you're still there. The environments feel like the environments from the film. There's some crossover with some of the characters, but none of it's a spoiler. We had a scriptwriter on the project, Kevin Short. He actually did the an entire script for the game that was approved by James Cameron himself and Lightstorm, so it was canon, and so it felt like it was definitely in the same universe, the same conflict, the same themes are there, but an entirely unique, separate storyline.
And you decided to go with the 3D technology thing. Could you tell us a little bit about the background on that, and why did you choose to go there?
Well, it was time. I think that people have been playing around with 3D technology in games for a while now. Most of it's been on the PC because the graphics cards have been a little bit ahead of the curve as far as what they could offer. Now with consoles, I think that this is probably one of the first mainstream video games on a console to go 3D, and Ubisoft wanted to be groundbreaking with this because it was the right property to do it on. Everyone's going to tell you from the film production that the film was meant to be seen in 3D, but it's not the only way to see it. You'll see it in 2D as well. It's the same philosophy with the game. The game, it's one version. The next gen version has it's one version. That has the option. You can turn stereoscopic 3D on or off. So if you have a television that supports it, there's a lot on the market already. People might even have TVs and not even realizing it because there's not enough content to take advantage of it. So we're hoping at Ubisoft to change that, and we think this is definitely the right property to start it with.
And how's the experience been to work with that? Has it been challenging?
Well, it's been amazing. I think. Well, how do you feel about it? You've seen it.
I enjoy it. Yeah,
exactly. It's it's fun because we've been working in this black box for so long in Montreal. We don't really, we like it. We think it looks great, but we lose perspective after a while. After you look at it for a while, you kind of get spoiled by it. But then you go to a conference like this and you see people looking at it for the first time, and it's always the same reaction. It's like, wow, this actually looks really good, and it really works. Like, it's not gimmicky at all. It just feels right. And so that's obviously exciting to hear from our point of view, because we like to know that people are going to enjoy it. But yeah, it's just been fun. It's nice because it's peeling back another layer. You know, as I think that's the reason I like gaming or game production is because there's so much room to grow. There's so much to learn and so much to experience and so much so much of the envelope still to be pushed. And this is just an example of one of those envelopes that we can push.
James Cameron is very passionate about Avatar.
Yeah.
Have you grown to become as passionate about it in the team?
Yeah. Well, it's infectious. You know, I think when you're working with a group of people that are so passionate and enthusiastic about what they're working on, you yourself can't help but sort of be infected by that. And I know it's you know, it's got me all worked up. I'm just excited for it to come out so I can see, it's the same thing for the for the fact that now people can see the film screenings, because it's allowing me to finally, it's like a weight off my shoulders. We've been
talk about it.
Well, exactly. It's been this big secret for so long, and your friends. I mean, when you're working in the industry like video games and film, like I have, you have a lot of friends who are into the same kind of stuff, and you want to talk to them about it because it's like I want them to see what I've seen, so that we can just openly talk about it. So now it's finally I'm able to kind of like let loose and talk about it. It's sort of it's been difficult to keep it a secret for so long.
Rejoin society.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the show.